Curly hair that I have had. This is not my favorite curly hair.
Everybody, Imani Luxxe here. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms. Make sure that you're telling a friend to tell a friend to follow Imani Luxxe, period. So Imani motherfucking Luxxe. It's really giving me, I like the boys up top from the beat, baby. Did record me dyeing my hair like this. It took me 2 days to do it, so y'all better like, y'all better comment, y'all better subscribe, and thumb this video up because 2 days. And let's just hop right into this video. All right, so let's get started with this highlight. So I'm just showing you all the wig and what it looks like. This is my curly hair that I bought from Annabelle hair. This hair is old. I will link all the details below for it if you guys are interested, and also the initial review that I made on this hair. So this is what the hair looks like when I brushed out all the curls. You want to make sure you brush it all out because when dyeing curly hair, it is a process and you want to make sure you get every little strand. So the first thing that you're going to need is this foil. I just cut up like pieces of foil. You can get the ones that's like kind of already cut up. I don't know. You're going to need 30 volume developer, 40 volume developer, and you're going to need some bleach. I also have this Revlon hair dye in the shade 71 and another one in the shade 81. And then you're going to need a bowl. I'm using this really big hair dyeing bowl and my brush, some scrunchies, our detangling brush, our detangling comb, and we have some gloves. I'm going to take my detangling brush that I got from Amazon and go through one more time to make sure that I got all the kinks out of my hair. And if you guys don't know, this is how I mix my bleach and developer. I did with the 40 volume first. And I put a little bit of bleach in this giant bowl and I just mixed it up so I can get the consistency of pancake batter. So now what I'm going to do is, since this hair is so thick, I'm going to section it off for top to bottom. So yeah, you guys are just watching me make 2 little buns at the top, and so that I can start to section off at the bottom where I want to place my highlights. I'm going to take some random pieces of hair and I'm going to section that out separately so that we can start with the highlights, and then I'm going to braid that up, and then the parts that we are leaving alone that we're not highlighting, I'm going to section that off as well. And I'm going to put that in a ponytail. So if you guys keep looking, you're just going to see I'm just taking random pieces out of each row and, you know, just making sure that I have certain pieces that will be highlighted. And then I'm going to have a row that I'm not dyeing. So it's kind of like take some, leave some, take some, leave some. The ponytail in the back is where we are going to leave the hair alone. The braid is where we're going to highlight. So I'm just untangling the braid right now, and I'm going to prepare to get my foils ready so that we can do our highlights. Also, make sure that you keep that detangling brush on hand because you're going to need to do a lot of detangling with curly hair just to make sure that you can get, you know, the bleach through all of the hair. So this is the 3 sections that we are working on right now. So I'm just taking a piece of my foil and I'm placing it right behind the hair, and then I'm just going to start applying that bleach right onto it. See, now it can be a little bit hard when you initially start, but I did find out a method later on in this video that you all will see. So just keep watching because it'll make it easier when you are applying the bleach with the foil. And when you are applying this bleach, just make sure that you're also flipping the hair over so that you can get the back side as well, so that the bleach is fully penetrating through the hair. This is why I like my bleach to be like a pancake batter consistency, because it easily penetrates it. If you have thicker bleach, it's kind of going to be hard for it to seep through the hair. So you don't want it to be too like loose, or you don't want it to be too thick. Don't forget to turn your brush sideways once you get toward the top of your hair also, so that you don't have a line of demarcation. when you are closing the foils, guys, make sure that you are being delicate with it. Do not like smush your hair, because then the bleach will transfer and your hair will be like splotchy and like it'll like cheetah print. So just make sure that you're delicately just folding it over and not like smashing the foils together, so that you can apply that heat and so that that highlight can process faster. That's the reason why we use foils, so that your hair can process a little bit faster. But yeah, guys, be delicate with it. I'm just going to speed this up, y'all, so y'all could just, some of y'all love watching me, like, color my hair and everything. I be trying to cut these clips out, but y'all be wanting to see it. So let me just fast forward. Alright, so now that we have our 3 highlights done, we're moving on to the next part of our hair. And I'm just taking that down. Also, guys, I have a towel on the side so I can wipe my hands from the bleach, so that I do not get it on, just different parts where you don't want the bleach to be on yet. So, yeah, guys, so this is another part. That part that you see down right now, not the braid, the part that's down right now, that would be like considered what is in the ponytail at the back of the hair. So, yeah, this is just the section that we left alone. Like I said, you braid one section, you take one section, you leave a section. That's the section that we are leaving. So you can either put that in a ponytail if you want to, or you can, leave it down like I did. But we're just going to go in, we're going to brush these parts, and we're just going to continue doing what we've been doing and applying to the highlighted parts. This is the tip that I was referring to, you all. So my advice is to apply a little bit of bleach on the foil first, and then put the foil behind the hair, and then apply the bleach on top. Y'all can see what I'm doing clearly, but this also helps the hair to stick. So I will be doing this throughout the rest of the video, and if I do highlights again, I'm pretty sure I will be doing this, because it was kind of like glue to just, make it stick. But I ain't gonna say no more, y'all. I'm gonna just let y'all see what I'm doing, and I'm just gonna keep repeating the same steps until I get to the top. We are finally at the top of our hair, so I'm going to take a rat tail comb, and I'm just going to part off a section of that frontal part. And this point of time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to weave the hair, so that I know where on the top of the frontal, or just on the top part of my hair, I want to add the highlights. So I'm showing you all that this is the first piece, and I'm just going to take the tail of my comb, and I'm just going to go under, up, under, up. Like, it's literally like a weaving technique, and you're just going to go through and separate the hair up and down, separating the hair, and then you're going to part that out, And the part that you are going to bleach, you are going to separate that. And then the other half, you are going to leave alone. Now you can choose to braid this, or you can do what I did and take the clip, and I'm just clipping it back. That's the part that we are not going to dye. The part that's flipped over is the part that we are going to dye. So I'm taking my foils again, guys, and I'm going to you know, we're just gonna go in with it. We're gonna apply the bleach on the foil like I've been doing. If you all want to section off the hair first before you do it, it may be a little bit easier, because then you don't have to keep going in and parting and going in and parting. It'll just be easier for you to just dye the hair, close the foil, just pretty much parting each section and then dyeing it, so that I can kind of see the placement of how I wanted my highlights to fall. I'm also leaving a little bit of dark root, and don't forget to turn that brush over so that you don't have a sharp line of demarcation. This was so time consuming, and by the time I got to the top, the bottom of my hair was already beginning to process. I want to say overall it probably took me about 35 to 40 minutes to kind of get through all of the hair, like dyeing all the highlights. So the top of my hair wasn't as blonde as the bottom, guys, because well, you're gonna see, I decided to take the foils off because I'm like, this is processing a little bit too fast, and I just took the foils off to kind of slow down the processing while the top was trying to catch up. But you guys do want to move fast. However, it did work out because you want it to be a lot of dimensions when you have like blonde highlighted hair. That's the beauty of it, different shades, different tone. Make sure that you move fast, well, not super fast that you're messing up, but at a moderate pace, so that the bottom doesn't process as, you know, faster than the top. Go back to what we were doing. The foil, again, I flipped it over to the other side, and the remaining hair that was a part of that piece, I flipped it over as well. Then I also made another part. You don't want to make the parts too big, you know. So yeah, I flipped it over and did another part, and then I flipped that over. So pretty much, to make it very clear, sorry, I don't want to, I'm a little wordy, but to make it clear, you want to take a piece where you section it off, right? So this is the section. You section that off, and this is what we're going to highlight. And then you have another piece where you have clipped at the bottom. Now, you do still have hair that you did not include in with that highlighted section. That is what you're also going to flip over. So when you flip over the highlighted section and the little bit that you did not highlight, you're going to make another section, and we're not going to color it at all. We're just going to flip it over and leave it. So it's like highlighted section, a section that you're going to leave. Highlighted section, a section that you're going to leave. So now that I'm done with my highlights at the top, on the first half of the top, I'm going to also include some highlights in the back of the hair, guys, just to give us like a nice dimension as well. I'm showing you all that the hair is processing, and I'm, you know, at this point I took the foils off, but I'm just also going to apply some highlights to the back of the hair. I did not put these in foil. I kind of just put it on and left it. I didn't really care if it got transferred to the other side, because I'm not gonna lie, I got super lazy at this point. I was tired. It's been almost an hour that I've been doing this, and I was fed up, okay? So I was just applying it in random sections in the back of my hair. And also I knew I was going to put the other Revlon colors on as well, guys. So that is why I wasn't too concerned about it touching, because eventually we were going to make this hair brown and not black. Here are our finished results. I did the other side of my hair off camera, so that's the foils that I'm showing you all right there. And I'm telling you guys that I did take the foils out in the back, because you guys couldn't see how the hair was already processing, and the hair in the front was not that light. So I did take it out, and I had some leftover bleach, so I just decided to slap it on the hair, and I just used my detangling brush to just comb the bleach through. And that's the mess, y'all. Grata. Just going to use these two shower caps, and I'm going to put the hair up so we can apply a little bit of heat, and I'm going to leave it for about 15 minutes. And now this is what it looks like in the sink. This is a beautiful chocolate brown with some nice highlights. Now the top, like I said, is not as light as the bottom, but that is okay because it gives us dimension. I'm going to use the Shimmer Light shampoo, and I'm going to use that to wash the hair with. And then I'm going to use my Aussie Miracle Moist, and I'm going to use that to condition it. I love this stuff. Like, it makes the hair so freaking soft, and it's just bomb. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to wash and condition my hair, and I'll be back. Here is the hair wash and condition, and now we're going to go in with our Revlon number 81 and 71. You can mix these two together in a bowl if you want to. However, I just mix the contents inside. It's really easy. You just mix the little bottle, which is the color, in with the developer. I finally found my freaking tablecloth, so I'm happy about that. If you guys want to, you can go to the dollar store, get a tablecloth, put that down on the floor, and boom, that is your way of not getting the color all over the place. But you can mix them two box colors together, or you can use it separate like I did, just back to back. I just used the 81 first, and I put the 71 just to finish off the job, and you just apply it all over to the hair, brush it through. I made sure to stay clear of the roots because I wanted to maintain that black root in my hair. So when I was sectioning off the hair to apply the color, just avoid putting it on the root. Here we are, day 2. I did let the hair rest. I let it air dry, washed and conditioned it again after I took out that box dye. I mainly use a box dye to tone the hair, but yeah, I wanted to be extra. I put the wig on my head, and I'm like, yeah, I want to put more highlights in at the top. So while I had the wig on my head, I just sectioned off parts and I braided it up, and I'm like, you know, this is just what I'm going to highlight. So then I went back in with my bleach, my 40 volume bleach and developer, and I just went in and I highlighted, put bleach on those highlighted areas. But look at the color, guys. It's so pretty. I love it. And I like the fact that the curl is, you know, it's still a curl there. My hair is a little bit brushed out because, you know, I had to brush it out in order to braid it and stuff. But yeah, so I'm just doing the top, the same thing to the top where I wanted the sections to highlight. So yeah, guys, bring them foils back out. You can reuse them same foils, girl. And here is our finished result. I never dye my curly hair, but you guys asked, so here it is. I do think that there's other curly hair out there that is better, but yeah, keep watching. Get into it. It's giving very much 2000s Beyonce. I love the color. Overall, I would say that I really like this hair better when it is dyed. I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just end up cutting the little sides. You know, I told you guys that they don't give you that much sides on the side, so I might just end up cutting it like this and just doing it so it can be like a 6x6 or whatever this is.
So far, I'm really feeling this hair, and it's just so amazing how you can kind of revitalize hair after so long. Like, it's been a little minute since I've had this hair.
The video down below so that you guys can see, but it has been a minute, and for me to be able to, you know, revamp it and still like it in a different type of way, I love this. I did say this when the hair was black, and it is still doing the same thing right now. So you guys can see kind of in the back, it is tangling. So I mean, like, I'm running my fingers through, you guys are seeing this, but I do get a little snag here and there. But I kind of don't like the fact that it's tangling in the back still. Like, I thought that was gonna be settled. I put oil in this. I put detangling spray in this. I use my Aussie detangling spray. Ooh, I got like a whole knot back here. What the freak? Use the Aussie moist conditioner. Wash it out with, and I also use the argan oil mousse to kind of you know, put it in to define the curl, and then I brush it through with my, oh my gosh, I'm really trying to get this knot out.
This how y'all see? This how y'all know I don't be lying?
That's what just came out. So yeah, guys, like I said, the back still
gets, you know, a little shaggy back there.
I would say that if you probably just keep putting oil, I'm gonna try and do that. Like, even when my hair is dry, I'm gonna have to just keep applying oil to the hair. But I'm thinking, you know, a lot of time when you got curly hair, you're going on vacation, or you wanna, you know, you want to give tropics vibes, and it's like, what is this hair going to do in humidity? Because I have not worn this hair in humidity, so I do not know. But see, look, this is more that just came out from that tangle. It's definitely not as frizzy as it was when it was black, and I think it was because since I bleached it, it relaxed the curl pattern. It's just the naping in the back of the hair area. I still love the fact that it still has the curl in it. The ends are a little bit dry. Just make sure that you're applying extra oil toward, see, look at this, is the ends. So just making sure that you applying a little bit more oil toward the ends. I would say that if you're gonna wear this hair, make sure that you got like a little container of oil in your purse, or make sure that you bring in like a spray bottle, or you can go somewhere where you can kind of wet your hair real quick. Really definitely consider putting a deep conditioner in your hair. Yeah, it is soft though. I would say that the rest of the hair is very, very soft. It's just the back, like I don't know why the Nape be wanting to give that, but it does.
A 13x6, so my part goes all the way back here. That's a 13x6 lace frontal unit.
I did pay for it. I paid for it for my own little queens, period. If you guys have any further questions about this hair, you can link it down below. One thing that I really would say about Annabelle is that I love their frontal. Like, I don't have no wig cap underneath this, or ball cap, like, and it just looks so good. I didn't even put no powder on it or anything. Like, it's just, they frontals look good. So like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button for me, because I work hard for y'all. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms, and guys, most definitely don't forget to always stay luxurious.